because of the work of 5 Republicans, Jim Jordan, Troy Nehls, Jim Banks, Rodney Davis, and Kelly Armstrong, they went out and got the contemporaneous text messages and emails that were going between Pelosi staff and the security staff and the Capitol Police. And they put the lie to something that Nancy Pelosi said when she looked into the cameras on February 9th, 2021, and said, I couldn't have influenced the security. I have no power over the Capitol Police. These emails and these text messages show just the opposite. Nancy Pelosi and her staff were directly involved in meeting with Capitol Police and the security planners in the House Sergeant at Arms going back to early December. Multiple meetings, most times cutting out the Republican colleagues from any of the knowledge that they had. The staff of Pelosi was so involved, they actually were editing some of the plans on January 4th and January 5th. They were directly involved, which means the opportunity to prevent this attack wasn't just a failure of the Capitol Police, it was a failure of the political leadership of Nancy Pelosi and her leaders. The media and Nancy Pelosi have been trying to debunk this. These 5 lawmakers with no budget, none of the subpoena power, none of the cameras of the January 6th committee went and got the evidence of how the Capitol security failures occurred and how they landed at the desk of Nancy Pelosi.
Okay, don't waste your time. I have no power over the Capitol Police. Does anybody not know that? The Capitol Police have responded to that gentleman's allegation, and that stands as what it is. But I have no power over the police. Thank you all very much. Won't see you for a bit.
They set us the fuck up. That's what they did. They set us up. They set up 64.
Oh, absolutely.
And then they asked y'all to come 2 hours later. They set us up.
They needed everybody right away.
Nah, right away. They set us the fuck up. So nah, we ain't got shit. We ain't got no motherfucking shit. They set us the fuck up. Take this motherfucker. Shit.
I'm hot. Here, you need water? Nah, here.
One thing that was clear in previous testimony in this committee, corroborated by this testimony today, is that, troops from National Guard were authorized by the president at the time, Donald Trump, on January 4. They were authorized. It was testified in this committee they were authorized. DC was able to take advantage of them in the capacity that DC wanted, save for the couple of requests that you also wanted. One thing it's important to indicate, Mr. Chairman, is that for National Guard troops to be deployed to the Capitol, it requires the Capitol Police Board to actually issue a state of emergency for troops to come on Capitol grounds. And the police board is made up of the architect of the Capitol, the head of Senate security, the head of House security, and the chief of the Capitol Police. And by my understanding, 3 of those 4 people report to the Speaker of the House. And the Speaker of the House at that time was Nancy Pelosi. So when we want to talk about National Guard being here and the timetable of them getting here, it's important to understand that there were National Guard in the District of Columbia, and their limitation of coming to the Capitol was not due to anybody else, because the president is not authorized to deploy troops to the Capitol, separation of powers. It is at the hands of the Speaker of the House.